Hello students, welcome back. Let's continue with exercise 3D, concise mathematics, 9th class. 7th problem. A sum of money lent out at compound interest at a certain rate per annum becomes 3 times of itself in 10 years. Find in how many years will the money become 27 times of itself at the same rate of interest per annum. The amount becomes 3 times of the principal. So 3p is equal to p into 1 plus r upon 100 in 10 years. Time is equal to 10 years. You have to find out in how many years. Let the number of years is equal to n. In how many years at the same rate of interest the principal will become 27 times of itself. 3p upon p is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10. pp goes off. So 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10 is equal to what? 3. Now this is equal to what? This is 27p upon p is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of n. pp goes off. 27 is equal to 3 cube. 3 cube is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of n. Now in place of 3, let us write 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10 because this is equal to 3. So in place of 3, I am writing 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10. The whole thing, this 3 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10. The whole thing raised to the power of 3 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of n. Now this is equal to what? 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 10 into 3 is equal to 30. 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of 30 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power of n. Since the base is same, the powers are equal. Therefore, n is equal to 30. Number of years is equal to 30. So, in 30 years, the money will become 27 times of itself. 8th problem. Mr. Sharma borrowed a certain sum of money at 10% per annum compounded annually. If by paying rupees 19,360 at the end of the second year and rupees 31,944 at the end of the third year, he clears the debt, find the sum borrowed by him. At the end of second year, he pays 19,360 and at the end of third year, he clears the debt by paying 31,944 rupees. You have to find what is the principal at the beginning of first year. So the rate is equal to 10%. Let us find out what is the money at the beginning of third year. This is the amount, then this is the principal. Rate is equal to 10%. When 100 is the principal, 10 is the rate, 110 is the amount. So if the amount is 31,944, what is the principal? 100 into 31,944 divided by 110. 0 goes off. 11 2s are 22, 9 remains, 11 9s are 99, 11 4s are 44, 2904 into 10 is equal to 29,040 rupees. Now this is the remainder after paying rupees 19,360 from the amount. So what is the amount? 29,040 plus 19,360. 48,400. So this is the amount at the end of 2 years. From this amount, he pays rupees 19,360 and the remainder becomes the principal for the third year. So now here we have got time is equal to 2 years, rate is equal to 10%, amount is equal to rupees 48,400. Now we can calculate principal by making use of compound interest formula. So amount is equal to P into 1 plus rate is equal to 10% raised to the power of 2 years. Now this is equal to what? 11 upon 10. $48,400. P is equal to 48,400 into 100 divided by 11 into 11. So P is equal to 48,400 into 100 divided by 11 into 11. 11 fours are 44. 4 remains. 11 fours are 44. 11 fours are 44. 400 into 100 is equal to 40,000 rupees. Principal is equal to 40,000 rupees. Ninth problem. The difference between compound interest for a year payable half yearly and simple interest on a certain sum of money lent out at 10% for a year is rupees 15. Find the sum of money lent out. The difference between compound interest and simple interest is equal to rupees 15. Rate is equal to 10%. Time is equal to 1 year. Compounded half yearly. Therefore, the formula is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 200 raised to the power of 2n. This is the formula of compound interest and this is simple interest. Principal we have to find out. So P into 1 plus rate is equal to 10%. 200 raised to the power of 2 into number of years is equal to 1. So 2 minus P into time into rate upon 100 is equal to 15. This is P upon 10. 21 upon 20 square, that is 441. 21 square is equal to 441 upon 20 square is equal to 400 into P minus P upon 10 is equal to 15. The LCM is equal to 400. 400 divided by 400 is equal to 1. 1 into 441p is equal to 441p minus 400 divided by 1 is equal to 400. 400 into p is equal to 400p minus 10 40s are 40 into p is equal to 15. $441p minus 400p minus 40 is equal to 1p upon 400 is equal to 15. Therefore, p is equal to 15 into 400. 15 into 400 is equal to 6,000. So, principal is equal to rupees 6,000. 10th problem. The ages of Pramod and Rohit are 16 years and 18 years respectively. In what ratio must they invest money at 5% per annum compounded yearly so that both get the same sum on attaining the age of 25 years? Now age of Pramod is equal to 16 years. Rohit's age is equal to 18 years. They get the same amount on attaining the age of 25 years. Time in case of Pramod is equal to 25 minus 16, that is 9 years. Time in case of Rohit is equal to 25 minus 18 is equal to 7 years. Let the sum in Pramod's case is equal to x and in Rohit's case it is y. A is same in both the cases. Rate is equal to 5%. So A is equal to what? P x into 1 plus rate is 5 upon 100 raised to the power of time is equal to 9 years. compounded yearly. This is equal to y into 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to the power of how many years? 7 years. 5 ones are 5 20s are. So this is 21 upon 20. X into 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 9 is equal to y into 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 7. 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 9 divided by, let us transpose this to the left. 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 7 is equal to y upon x. So this is equal to what? 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 9 minus 7, quotient law. 21 upon 20 raised to the power of 9 minus 7 is equal to y upon x. 9 minus 7 is equal to what? 2. So 21 square is equal to 441. 20 square is equal to 400. So y upon x is equal to 441 upon 400, or x upon y is equal to 400 upon 441. That means x is to y is equal to 400 is to 441. So Pramod and Rohit must invest the money in the ratio 400 is to 441.